Hello, my name's David and I'd like to tell you a story. Once upon a time, long ago, in a land of rolling hills and trickling streams, lived Kevin. Kevin wasn't like you and me. For one thing, he had two curly horns protruding out of his forehead. He also had 4 legs instead of your 2 legs. And he was covered from head to tail in the woolliest wool. You probably guessed, Kevin was a sheep. And Kevin was a very happy sheep, or at least he should have been. You see, Kevin, along with his friends, Bartholomew and William, and the others, they lived in sheep paradise. They had everything they could possibly wish for. Lush meadows of rich, juicy grass, the sound of birds singing in the trees, fresh, clear water to drink whenever they needed it, the loveliest sunny spots to lie in and snooze in the afternoon sun. They had it all. They were also very safe. Their sheep paradise was surrounded by a strong fence that kept them in, but more importantly, it kept wild and fearsome things out. Sometimes at night, Kevin would hear the distantly ominous sound of howling wolves and roaring bears, but somehow he knew he didn't need to fear them. So you can see that Kevin, along with all his friends, Lambert and Woolmer and the others, should have been the happiest of all sheep. But Kevin was the sort of sheep for whom nothing was ever enough. The grass in sheep paradise was lush and juicy, yes, but was it the lushest? Was it the juiciest? Sure, there was enough room to run till his legs ached and every imaginable sheepish delight. But what about the other side of the fence? Perhaps, thought Kevin to himself, perhaps there was more. Every day, Jethro the shepherd, he would come and he'd check Kevin along with his friends Sean and Barbara and the others. He'd check to see that they were all healthy and well. Jethro would check that there was plenty of food, he'd check that the water was good, and he would walk around the fence to make sure it was strong so that the sheep would be safe. But one day after Jethro the shepherd had left, Kevin noticed a small hole in the fence. Not big enough for anything dangerous to come through, and not big enough for Kevin or the others to go out. But, thought Kevin, getting excited, what if I just stick one of my horns under here, yes, that's right, and then twist to the side a little bit, and the fence creaked and wobbled a little bit. What if I shake my head and walk backwards a little? And the others, interested to see what Kevin was up to, all stood around now, and in 5 minutes Kevin had managed to make a hole big enough to squeeze through. Kevin was delighted. At last, freedom! I don't know about you lot, he said, turning to the others, but I'm done with being cooped up in this little field. I'm ready for bigger and better things. And we're coming with you, said the others. So one by one they squeezed out through the hole in the fence and into the great, unexplored, dark, dangerous wood beyond. At first it didn't seem dark or dangerous at all. There were new sights to see and all sorts of different strange plants to eat. And Kevin led them further and further into the wood. But soon things started to go badly. And they went from badly to worsely. One of them, while snacking on blackberries, got caught on the brambles and couldn't get free. Several of them found a fun ditch to play in, but the bottom was so sticky that they soon got stuck. And soon it began to get dark, and even Kevin got worried. And then the wolves began to howl, and the bears began to roar, but now they seemed horribly close and terrifically hungry. And Kevin and the others were soon running as fast as their legs would carry them. If only they could find their way back to Sheep Paradise, they knew they would be safe. Everyone was arguing now. Which way was the right way? Was that the fence over there? No, that was just another ditch. It was all Kevin's fault. Why did he always have to stick his big head into things? But all their arguing didn't bring Kevin and the others any closer to Sheep Paradise, and the night got darker, and the wolves howled louder, and the bears roared closer. And then they saw it. As dark as it was by now, they could see the fence up ahead. Kevin and some of the others who had the biggest horns started ramming into the fence. But it was a strong fence, built to protect against wild animals. Ramming was no use. And now they had dreadful headaches. Some of the cleverer ones, some of the less woolly-headed, started looking for that hole that they'd come out through. And one of them found it. But it seemed much smaller now, so that when Walbert tried to get back through, he got his head stuck and he couldn't budge. They tried jumping, but they just got bruised. They tried digging, but they just got scrapes and sores. They tried everything, but they just hurt themselves. They tried everything, but they couldn't get home. Kevin and the others were beginning to despair of even surviving the night, when all of a sudden, up ahead, they saw a small light. And the light got bigger, and the light became Jethro the shepherd's torch. And with the light came Jethro's strong voice. "There's no use trying to get back through the fence," he said after he'd counted them to make sure everyone was there. "There's only one way back into Sheep Paradise, and that's through the gate. Follow me and we'll soon have you safe and sound." It was a long journey, and it was a hard journey. But Jethro led Kevin and the others all the way round to a part of the fence where there was a strong gate. Jethro opened the gate, and he helped his tired and injured sheep through, and then he shut it firmly behind them. Safe and sound, Kevin and the others never tried to escape again, and they lived happily ever after. Once, when Jesus was speaking to his followers, he said to them, "I am the gate." And you might think to yourself, that's a funny thing to say. But you know, there is a wonderful place where we can be safe and secure forever with our God who loves us. But we can't get there on our own. We can only get there by trusting Jesus. And so Jesus is the gate. We have to go through Jesus. So that means we should trust and obey Jesus. And it means that if we do trust him, we can be certain that we are safe and secure, even if we can still hear scary wolves and roaring bears. If we trust Jesus, we are safe. And it also means we should help other people to know Jesus as the only way to be safe and secure forever. Shall we pray? Lord Jesus, thank you that there is a place where we can be safe and secure forever with our God who loves us. Thank you that you are the gate. Help us to trust you. Help us to obey you. And help us to tell other people about you. Amen. Thank you. Elsa, why is it so easy to go shopping for sheep? It's because they've all got barcodes.